Welcome to the Frog and Bouquet. Please put your hands together for your compare this evening, Mr. Danny McLaughlin.
Yeah, hello? Hello? Is everyone okay? Hello at the top? Hello down here? We okay? How are you, mate? You alright? Looking good. I was talking to him, but that's cool. I'm glad you're alright as well. Is everyone alright? Sweet. Okay, good. Are you? Yeah, you didn't seem it though. You were like, oh, why is he asking? You better not ask me. I'm not. Are you okay? Have you had a good day? What did you do? Round town, round here? What, trying to get the cheap eggs? Yeah, there's the day after Easter, innit? So all the eggs are £1. All the good ones, like that big after 8 one, which is normally £8. You can get it for £1. Lucky you've just remembered that. You're like, fuck, I fucked up today. I'm walking around town with her. I could have been stuffing my face for cheap. What's your name? Hi, Toby. You okay? What do you do? A student. How old are you, Toby? All right. Are you halfway through, or are you one of them late ones, or? About halfway. What are you studying? Why, though? Physics? No, that's cool, isn't it? But the cool degrees are like, what are you going to do with that? Engineering. Why don't you do an engineering degree? Yeah, man. You'll just be like the guy that everyone asks, like the optimum temperature of the pasties when you're working in Greggs, innit? They'll be like, speak to Toby, he's got a fucking physics degree. You'll sort yourself out a job at your carvery, that'll be all right, you'll get you in there. Are you together? Where'd you meet? Oh, sweet. Are you still there then? What's your name? Hi, Chloe, all right. And what do you study, Chloe? Criminal, right, that is another one, right? You better do a PGCE. That's all you can do, man. What are you going to do with that? Did you do that? Because I'm well old. You're probably not. You're about 20, yeah? Right, okay. You're 20? It's bad, that. It's literally not. I did a gig last night, and there was a guy in there who was 26, and his girlfriend was 21. Do you think that's weird? No, they'd been together 5 years. Now it is. And I did a dead good joke and no one got it. I asked him where he's from and he was from Stoke, and I was like, what, Stoke Mandeville? And no one got it. That's the hospital that Jimmy Savile run riot through. There's a doc out, check it. It's better than the Bitcoin one. So what was his chat like in the SU? Was it in the SU? Did he saunter up? Give you some physics facts? Talk about, I don't know, physics stuff? Newtons. Is that physics? Is Newton's physics? Yeah, he's right. Fucking, what else? Forces. Ah, does that come? Do you put the Newtons in then? Yeah, when you're like, oh, I'll give you some Newtons. Is Newton's force? What else is force? You can only measure force in Newtons. So if I like hit someone in the head, that's like 6 Newtons. Oh, well, you don't know how hard I am. It might be 6 Newtons. I'm a fanny, do you know what I mean? I'd like 6 Newtons might be with my right hand as well. If we had a fight, would you win? I think you would, man. You look like you got range as well. Like you look rangy. I'm old as well. I've run out of breath. When was the last time you had a fight? What happened 5 years ago, Tobes? In school? Fuck, I'm so old. I was like, 5 years ago, where were you on the mean... Oh, he's probably in primary school, wasn't he? 5 years ago, I was 33. I was not near school, and rightly so. So, where do you think I'm from? Stoke. Have you ever done anything like really bad to not get hit? Have you ever been racist? Here's a question, right? If you were going to get battered and get your head smashed in by 6 Scottish people, would you be racist to get out of it? It's not what I said. Just answer the question with a yes or no. Stop complicating stuff, Tobes. No. Okay, you're better than me. Let me give you some backstory, right? I was in a place called Irvine in Ayrshire. Anyone know it? Yeah, you do. What do you know about it? It's rough as fuck, right? And I was in the taxi after the gig, done well at the gig, you didn't need to know that, I've got an ego though. And then I was I was in the taxi to the gig and I was thinking about all the nice things I was going to get from the kebab shop. Because I love kebabs. J'adore le kebab. And I was on my way and I was thinking I'm probably going to get a doner and a sheesh. Yeah, curly fries, burger and chips, little Rio, citrus. Might even get 3 pots of sauce. Flex on them with it. Do that thing, I'll have 3 pots of sauce, mate. Have one for yourself. Box of salad for the man dem. Loads of stuff. And I think the taxi driver heard my thoughts. And he just went, mate, if I drop you off in this kebab shop, yeah, and there's any Scottish men in there, don't speak. And I was like, who the fuck are you, Gwen Stefani? Why are you telling me not to speak, mate? I'll fucking speak if I want. He was like, look, if there's Scottish people in the hear your boring Chester Michael Owen accent, they'll smash your head off. Like, proper off. And I don't know how you're going to get back over the border with no head. It's going to be difficult. So I suggest you don't do it. And I was like, there'll be no one in there anyway. It was like early for a kebab shop, Tobes. It was like 10 to 9, yeah. Very few people in the kebab shop. There was fucking 6 men in there. Proper Scottish as well, kilts on and that. Blue face. Claymores. One was that Scottish, he was Australian. That's your boy, innit? If you're Scottish, that's your big dog. Australian anti-Semite. Gutted for you. And I was thinking, I was like, I'll be all right. The taxi driver was joking. I won't bottle it. And then, fucking long story short, I bottled it. And when he asked me what I want, I said burger and chips in an Indian accent. Let's crack on. Proper shit accent as well. Not even like a good one, like a proper one. It was like a 1970s British sitcom, like racist one. He was like, what do you want? I was like, burger, chips. And then I just got the fuck out of there. Wouldn't do that, no. Shit house. I'm still here. What I'm worried about now is that I've done like a gateway racism. Because I'm not racist. Yet. So now I'm worrying, like, what? Because I never used to like mushrooms, and I had one. And now I'm into it. It's my favourite food. So I'm wondering, like, what if it just gets worse? You're weird, aren't you? Like, whoa, I'm joking. But it might. One day I might just wake up and start agreeing with my nan. Who knows? I'm not at the minute, but one day I might be like, do you know what, nan? You're right, get the catapults, we'll go Dover. But at the minute, I'm not. I'm all right. I'm all right yet, Tobes. What are you doing tomorrow? Do you want to go Dover? Do you want to go Scotland, the kebab shop, and I'll really put you to the test? Sweet. Well, welcome, Chloe and Toby. Good name. You don't meet many Tobys anymore. No? How old are you? 20. So when were you born? Oh, you're well young, innit? 2001. And what are you, 2002? 2003? Why don't you go fuck yourself, Chloe? That is ridiculous. Do you think you're better than us? Because you're young, yeah. Oh, how old are you? She hates you, mate, because of that extra. How old are you, mate? 32. Better than him? Yeah. Thought you said he wasn't racist. You fucking... It was obviously a joke, mate. Look, everyone's like, is he laughing? Is it okay? Fucking grow up. So, I've put this on because I know what it's like and I'm sweating like fucking here now and everyone's scanning the room for all the people who aren't white going, are they all right? Are they laughing? Is it okay? He's 38. It was different when he was young. Do you know what, though? You think you're cool because you're young. Do you know you were conceived to the worst music known to man? Do you think you're better than us now? You think you're amazing, but your mum was getting it to Who Let the Dogs Out, so... It's embarrassing. Have you been to Beat the Frog before? Who's been to Beat the Frog before? Who's never ever been? The same people. Right. It's cool. It's the best new act night around. What happens is we've got new acts, and they come up, and their aim is to do 5 minutes of comedy that isn't terrible, that you like, and you keep your cards down, and then everyone's like, way, they're dead good, right? That's the aim. It might not happen. It might not transpire like that. It might. They might all be great. Who knows, right? That's why this night's so good. What'll happen is I'll give 3 cards into the audience, right? And if you don't like the act, you put the card up, and if the 3 cards go up before the 5 minutes, you'll hear this. Because we like to build up their self-esteem. Yeah, you shit at comedy, yeah, go kill yourself, you prick. If they're good at comedy, or they've got like a sob story or a rap, and you're laughing like you haven't been here before, and they beat the 5 minutes, 2 cards go up, no cards, or 1 card, you'll hear this. I think you should change that, by the way, Frog, just because. Let's crack on. So, Colin's laughing. Hi, Col. That's Colin in the sound booth. He does all the sound cues and that. He's dead sound. He fucking hates talking on the mic, so I always say hello. You had a good day, Col?
It's been wonderful, thanks.
Right, who wants a card? Right, you said woo. What's your name? Hi, Katie. With a y or a I? Heart over the eye? You've got heart over the eye vibes, man. What'd you do, Katie? Oh, sweet. What are you teaching? Maths at secondary. Look, I love how you went maths at secondary, mate. I'm a proper teacher. Yeah? Any primaries in, yeah? Took your felt away. What's a polygon? Dead parrot, unlucky. Ah. Flanger. Is this the teacher crew? Is this staff room on tour? Woo! What teachers have we got? Are you all maths? Is this maths department or? Oh, we? I speak un petit français. Yeah, très bien. That means cool. I got a bay at JCSA. It's pretty sick, isn't it? Très bon. And what else we got? We got français. What we got? What else we got, Katie? Oh, so when you was like, hey, teachers on tour, you've brought one friend who's a teacher. Un ami. We? Yes. Do we like Kate? Do you know what you're doing with this, by the way? Have you been before? Sweet. Do you know what you're doing with it? What are you doing with it? That is exactly what you do with it. Fucking absolutely. Cool. Sweet. That colour suits you, man. It looks good. Why are you laughing like I was being a prick? It's a nice colour. What is it? Like rust? No, that is a colour. Rust. See, you're not. That is a colour, isn't it? I wasn't being a prick there. It's, what is it? What's the official? Burnt umber. Ochre. Okra. That's a vegetable. That's that thing that's on like Indian restaurant menus that you don't know what it is. You're like, what's okra? And they have to put lady fingers in the. That's what it's called. That's another. No, doesn't matter, does it? There's no one's. Everyone's 19 in here. No one's lived. Yeah. Who else wants one? Hi, mate. Okay. Normally, right, they don't allow people to have cards in the front row because it's intimidating. But I would go so far as to argue that you're not in the front row. Is that the front row, Colin?
Can't see where.
Just off stage right, the first one, but it doesn't seem intimidating. I think I'll allow it.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. What's your name? Nikita. Where are you from? Which bit? All right. That's all right, isn't it? Ben Chill. No. Look at you like, nah, fuck that. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. What do you do, Nikita? A consultant. Can you tell me what that is? Because I genuinely don't know. Social equity. Are you doing this on purpose? Are you trying to fox? Are you like, because you've said loads of things that they say on The Apprentice, and I'm watching it going, he's in the taxi soon, him. Are you two together? Yeah. You were like, you wasn't sure then. You're like, yeah. What's social equity then? Making companies less racist? Sweet. How'd you do that? Sack all the whites, innit? They're the issue, we're the issue, innit? We are the issue, the whites are bad, man. Like, we thought because we went around and give everyone cricket, we could just be cunts forever. We're shit at it as well, we're not even good at our own stuff. Sweet, that sounds good. Is that difficult? Is it getting easier? We're on our way, slowly though. Snail's pace. Okay, cool. I'll probably give you this, but I was going to give it someone more white. That's a joke. Fucking hell, you're weird round here. Take that, Nikita. Give it up for Nikita. Someone in the middle. Oh, Nikita, have you been before? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know any of the acts? I forgot to ask that. No. Do you? Right, sweet. Anyone else? Right, what's your name? Keenan. Yeah. Where you from? Cleethorpes. In North Lincolnshire? Yeah. Do you think I wasn't going to know where it is? Yeah. It's the nice bit, like, it's where people from Grimsby go on holiday, isn't it? Yeah, it's just up the road. Sweet. Have you been to Wythenshawe? No. It's nice? You should go. Go now. There's you. What do you do, Keenan?
I'm a chef.
Oh, sweet. Where?
Radisson, Edwardian.
Ooh, look at people like, ooh, like he doesn't. Who's your like chef that you work with? Chef Mike.
Do I have a chef called Mike?
Yeah. What? The microwave. What's your special?
Cold section.
Sorry?
I work on cold section.
The cold section. So you make butties. Chefs, surely you have to cook if you're a chef, right?
Maybe not. No. It's all in the prep.
I'm not trying to be a prick, by the way. Like, putting this out to the room. I'm just watching you eat. What is that good? That? It's all right. I only said that because I did that thing that people do. You know, like restaurants when they only ask you questions when your mouth's full of food. Is it good? Yeah. What was on it? Come on, tell me now, quick. Is that a Magnum? Just hide it. Just hide it. Is that your cough medicine? Yeah, safe. Magnum 1, Magnum 2. Sweet. Right, I'm going to put this out to the room. Can you be a chef if you don't cook? What? What are you cooking?
Salmon tartar.
Yeah, I cook all the raw shit.
Crawfish.
I suppose you can be a sushi chef, though. Sorry?
It's Japanese food.
Oh, right, sweet. Okay, cool. It's bougie. Yeah, it sounds it. You said it in such a bougie accent as well. Salmon tartar. Do you want this?
I absolutely love it.
Sweet, cool. Pass that to Keenan. He seems like a sick dude, man. And one day he'll learn how to put the fucking cooker on. Oh, no selfies with it. Yeah. And what I will say is when you put the card up, keep it up. That's what we say. So don't, like some people do that. Just keep it up so I can see it because I've got my little horn in it with my fizzy wizzy here. And then I'll just do that. And then Colin will play the stuff, right? I've got my little list. What's your name? Bob. Did you say Bob? No, Bobby. You went with Bob. I like it. Suits you. I'd have gone with Simon. You look like a Simon. But Bob suits you well better. Bob what? What's your surname? It hinges on this. Bob Kennelly. That is a sick name, man. Where are you from? Stoke. Can I ask you a question? How old are you? 21. How old are you? 20, 24. How long have you been together? Oh, it's fine. Yeah, you say it's fine, yeah? Is that because he lets you out the cellar every now and again if you say it's fine? Right. So we've got Cool Cardolls, we've got Keenan, Nikita, and Katie with an IE. And then Tom Jordan is your first act. What I will say is it's not easy, this, right? This is for the card holders. So give them about a minute to get into it, right? But what I will say is everyone on knows what they've signed up for. You're not going to ruin anyone's life, anyone's career if you put the card up, right? That's not going to just if you don't want it up, if you don't want them on, get it up. That's what it's. So everyone signed up for that. It's all cool. That's the name of the game. So Tom Jordan's going to come on. When they come on, welcome them. Loads of whooping, cheering, clapping. And here's your first act. Tom Jordan, make some noise.
Hello, Manchester. Are we having a good night so far? Excellent, that's what we like to hear. Oh, it's great to get out, isn't it? Get out of the house, get away from the little ones with all of their, their crying and their yelling, their constant need for food and affection. I mean, if you have cats. So I was turning on the TV the other day, flicking through the channels, and there was a rugby match on, right? Someone in the audience, I saw, they were holding up a huge sign, just said one word on it, just said, try. And I thought to myself, a bit patronising. Sure they're doing their best. I was never any good at rugby in school. It was one of my worst subjects, PE. But I will always remember one thing that my PE teacher used to say to us. He had this sort of mantra that he would repeat. He'd say, lads, here's what you got to do. And he would cradle the rugby ball, sort of like this, in his arm. And he'd say, lads, you got to treat the rugby ball like you treat a baby. Treat the rugby ball like you treat a baby. And now I'm no expert on parenting, but there did always seem a strange comparison to make. Because you don't see a lot of new parents out on the field, just sort of lining their baby up for a kick. Do you now? You know, you don't see a lot of doctors in hospitals who are, you know, delivering newborns and then just going, hook to the nurse. You know how older people will like sometimes coo over babies? They'll be like, oh, he's so cute, I could just dunk him. Never realized they meant on the try line. Little baby Gilbert. Oh dear. Rugby was not my only bad subject in school. In fact, quite a lot of subjects were a bad subject for me. Even the ones I thought I was good at the time. Like Spanish, I thought I was really good at, thought I really enjoyed it, thought I'd remember all of that forever. Went all the way up to A-level with it, but no. The day I stopped studying Spanish, all of that information just went from my brain. Walked out the door and it was just gone, vanished, like a Malaysia Airlines flight. We don't know where it went. We're probably not gonna find it again at this point. If we do, it's gonna be in fragments. So, I only really remember 2 full sentences from Spanish class. I remember lo siento, estoy tarde, and I remember lo siento, no llegué mi tarea. And they mean respectively, I'm sorry I'm late, and I'm sorry I haven't done my homework. The 2 sentences I had the most cause to use in Spanish class. Shame really, because there's only so far that those could get me if I went on holiday to Spain, you know, rocking up to the hotel and the receptionist's like, ah, Senor Jordan, there you are. I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, not at all, not at all, not at all. You're supposed to have a brochure, yes? A brochure of events and activities you can do in the resort. Did you read the brochure? I'm sorry, I haven't done my homework. I don't think it's the end of the world, though, because I think you can also learn very important lessons outside of a school setting. There's, you know, I think, for example, we can learn a lot of important lessons from animals. A couple years ago, we got 3 young kittens, and they taught me a very valuable lesson, which I'm going to share with you tonight. They taught me that if you have 3 young, playful kittens in your house, and if you have a cabinet full of balls of wool in your house, and you need to leave your house unattended for a while because you're going out to get drinks because you have people coming over later, do not leave that cabinet door unlocked. I got back home and it was like a scene out of Mission Impossible. Just laser grid of string all around the house, just around the staircase banister, around the table. Had to do 2 backflips and a somersault just to get into the kitchen, honestly. Had to be lowered on a wire to get the drinks in the fridge. Just put them in there. I forgave my cats for that. The other thing I like about cats, they're very forgivable creatures, I think. Or to put it more accurately, they can get away with a lot of shit. Like, I'll forgive my cats for things I wouldn't forgive another human being for. My cat will, on occasion, bring a dead rat into the house. She'll bring it in, you know. There you go, Tom, that's for you, that is. And I'm like, hey, I don't want this. And she's like, no, it's a gift. You feed me every day, it's only fair I repay the favor every once in a while. And it's upsetting. It's upsetting when my cat brings a dead rat into the house. But I will forgive her for doing it. I'll forgive her like half an hour later. If my next door neighbor were to do the exact same thing...
Tom Jordan, everybody! Colin?
Yeah.
What was that? It felt close.
4 minutes 30.
Oh, closer than close. Closer than you ever could imagine. Keenan, you know I said hold it up? Yeah. Hold it up. And then keep it up. Someone does that every week, yeah? Learn to cook. So yeah, when it's up, because you put it up and then down, I wasn't sure, so keep it up. Sweet, all right, yeah, but then once it's up, it's got to stay up. That's what your dad said. Kyle Bedder is next, and cool. We all good? Nikita, you ready? Keep hold of the card as well, just so we know you mean business. Katie, you all right? You okay? Sweet. So, Kyle Bedder is next. Make him feel welcome. Loads of noise. We'll be cheering, clapping. Please welcome Kyle Bedder!
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to witness is no illusion, because I don't know any magic. But if you could, for me, in your mind, pick a card. Any card, doesn't matter, but don't tell me. It'll come in handy later. Idioms are funny things. My favourite one is a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. but you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So why we're short on stones all of a sudden? Like, use as many stones as you need. Granted, there aren't many here, but give me like 5 minutes, I'll get more. I'll leave no stone unturned. Second of all, like, stones aren't perishable. Once you've thrown it, you can pick it back up, if you're lucky, with 2 dead birds. Oh, god damn it. It always gets fucking stuck somewhere along the line. Yeah, with 2 dead birds. So, essentially, you can kill an infinite number of birds with a single stone, which I think the saying should then be, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, but a stone in the hand is a fucking nightmare for the birds. A penny for your thought. A penny saved is a penny earned anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, people lie a lot. People are assholes. Well, proof of this I've seen is like fire exits. Fire exits? Fire exits. Do not use unless of fire. Why not? It's a door. Well, it's alarmed. Why is it alarmed? Actually, we don't trust people enough to see a fire, then pull the alarm before darting for their fucking lives. So we booby-trapped it. Another thing that ponders me is little locks that you see on bridges. Well, who's out here stealing a bridge? And on top of that, if you are stealing a bridge, what's that little lock gonna do, man? I realise, though, that they're put on there for a more symbolic meaning. People commemorate people that have passed. And, well, it's a little ironic because the more people that die, the more locks get put on the bridge. And eventually, the bridge collapses, killing further people. I mean, adding more locks onto fewer bridges, it's a vicious cycle. It's a bit of a catch-22, really, because one of my favourite catch-22s was from school, you might remember it. Would you rather fuck a goat, but nobody knows you fucked a goat, or not fuck a goat, but everyone thinks you fucked a goat? It's a little threatening at first, but, easy answer. Fuck the goat, tell people you fucked the goat, live your life, man. What are the downsides, really? Oh, don't invite Kyle to the party. He likes to fuck goats. Well, that's all right. We'll put Sean in his pen. We don't have a fucking goat. Oh, you want to invite Kevin round, talk about investment strategies? Fuck that. Get the goat fucker. Just don't give him a +1. It's about self-confidence, isn't it? What surprises me about some people is the sheer confidence they have when they see the back of someone's head, and they're like, yeah, that's James over there. In fact, I'm so sure that's James, I'm gonna go slap him on the back of the head. They think he can fucking mind his own business around me. And then they'll go attack a potential stranger for a fucking laugh. But Kevin won't mind. James won't mind. James won't mind, because only someone he knows and loves would ever physically harm him. How do I segue from this one? God damn it. And only someone who knows would physically harm him. But that's how these people get their kicks. What I do for fun, I like to go to a place called Diggerland, which is like a place full of JCB machinery. It's like Alton Towers is nice, but you're not getting off Oblivion thinking, oh, we can get one of these for the backyard. But at Diggerland, that's totally within the realms of possibility. Like, not only could you do that, you could buy the entire park and turn it into a massive fucking hole. I mean, that's real fun. Not only destroying a place, but removing the very earth it was built on. Do you ever notice that you tend to take longer showers when you're lonely? Well, just me? Okay. Well, scientists have done a study. They realised that lonely people tend to substitute hot showers for emotional warmth, which is something I like to think about when I'm taking my safety time shower. In the assumed position on the floor, water's running over my head and down my back and around my belly, much like the warming embrace of a loved one. Now that I think about it, and that's when it hits me that I'll never be able to feel loved because I'm too emotionally closed off. I'm not worth it, apparently, L'Oreal. So I decided I'd get up.
Banter, everybody! Colin, how long? 5 minutes. Yes, he's in the lead. Right, 2 more acts in this section. Kathleen Hughes is next. Make some noise for Kathleen Hughes!
Hello, Manchester. Are we well? It's nice to be out the house, isn't it? I've been going to the pub. I've been going on holiday. I got to go to some Pride events, which is really special because I've recently really managed to accept myself as I am, a Glaswegian. Lockdown was okay. I moved in with my partner, which was nice. He's a lovely guy. He's a lovely guy, but he is one of those men with a penis attached, which is like the worst kind. So I had to start using birth control again now. As everyone who uses birth control will know, the way that it works is that your sex drive drops so low that becoming pregnant is an impossibility. I'm not saying I dried up. I am saying if there had been a spark in the room when I was having a wank, I would have been a goner. Gained a bit of weight over lockdown, didn't we all? Okay, fuck you guys. Thought we were going to be friends, but it's fine. Gained a bit of weight, and I'm trying to be positive. It's not a negative thing. You know, I'm saying to myself, your boobs look great. You'll probably survive the winter. And my partner, he's been really great about it. He's been really, really supportive. He lets me know that he loves my body. Don't you worry. Oh, he lets me know. And the way that he does that is by slapping out the rhythm of whatever song we're listening to on the fattest bit that he can reach, and telling me that I have, quote, great acoustics. He's a nice guy. He's heterosexual, which is completely childish in this day and age, to be honest. Grow up, try it once, you know. I'm not. I'm actually bisexual. Thank you. That's a nicer reaction than we normally get. I said that in Glasgow once, and there was a gentleman, excuse me, a gentleman in the front row made eye contact with me, and he went, greedy. Greedy. Which is something people like to say about us, and it always makes me laugh, because on one hand it's very cute, you know, lesbians and gay men and trans people have these horrible insults thrown at them, but we get greedy guts, like, fine, don't give a shit. But secondly, greedy suggests that I've taken something that he would quite like. You know, it's like when your friend starts a diet and they start telling you the calories that are in everything as if this is a fucking team sport. They'll say things like, oh, are you having a pint? You're having a whole picture. Okay. It's just that the number of calories that are in a pint, you could have a whole burger for the same amount. And it's like, I didn't impose this on you. I did not force you to live this lifestyle. It's the same with Old Men and Fanny. Let me eat in peace. Please. No, my partner's very supportive. He knows that that's, you know, a big part of my identity, and he said to me, just because we're together now doesn't mean you have to give that up. I want you to know that. I know it's a big part of who you are, so if you want to sleep with other women, if you need to sleep with other women to be happy, then, you know, we can talk about that. I said, oh, that's really kind. Take your hand out of your pants. And we will talk about it. He's a very progressive young man. He's a filthy bastard. I love women. I love women, right? But going out with women, any other lesbians or bisexual women? Woo, hi girls. It is an open relationship. No, I love women, but it's weird going out with them because we're taught from a very young age that we have to hate ourselves and compare ourselves to each other, which means that anyone younger than you, thinner than you, prettier than you might want to fuck them, but they're the enemy and they have to die. Which can put a strain on relationships. And you can ruin relationships with any woman in your life. It's not just your partner. My niece was born, she weighed 9 pounds. I was like, ugh. I weighed 7, so. I'm just kidding. But she was fat. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, because we had a bit of a, we're not a couple that argues, but we had a bit of a frisson recently. And I think you'll be on my side, Manchester, so I'm going to ask you, if you could only keep one thing, shagging or takeaways, which one would you keep? Give me a cheer for shagging. Okay, give me a cheer for takeaways. The correct answer, thank you very much. So, I said shagging, my boyfriend said shagging, my friend said shagging, my boyfriend said shagging, I said takeaways, right? And he was raging at me, I said, come on, I've had a lot of bad sex, I've not had a lot of bad takeaways. I'm not faking an orgasm over a garlic naan, right? Those orgasms are all real. So we went to bed, we forgot about everything, we had sex, it was amazing. Afterwards he's holding me and he says, hey, when's the last time a takeaway made you feel like this? And I looked up at him, and all the love in his eyes, and I said, Tuesday.
Kathleen Hughes, everybody! Right. One more act dans les sections. Yeah? Yes! Nailed it, whatever French for nail is. Le nail. And we're going to get Ian J on as your next act, so make some noise for Ian J!
I do shitloads of drugs. No, seriously. When I got diagnosed with Parkinson's, I decided to start looking after myself and eating right and exercising. Like this morning, I had a good healthy shake. Do you like dad jokes? I crashed into one of them new electric Nissans. I turned over a new leaf. I got a computer question because you all look quite young. You're very good looking. I'm actually getting a bit moist. Yeah, I got a computer question. My consultant, because I was having problems with my waterworks, my consultant sent me a link to a video. Well, I just can't get it to stream. Oh well. Yeah, when I first got diagnosed, I went to see the consultant. I had a little bit of a twitch in my finger. He says, take your shoes and socks off and walk up and down. So I did. He said, sit down. He says, I'm sorry to say, you got Parkinson's. Well, the arse fell out of my world. But once I got over the shock, I said, well, how can you give me such a complicated diagnosis just from watching me walk up and down? He said, it's not that. It's things like your face is frozen, you're not smiling. I thought, you bastard, you just told me I got Parkinson's and now you want me to smile about it. Well, I got home and I plucked up the courage to tell the wife, and she ran round the house like a banshee jumping for joy. She thinks it's wonderful, because now every time I fall asleep, she just grabs my hand. But I draw the line at this. I caught the bitch selling, swapping me tablets for sugar pills for extra shake. Bitch. Anyway, I was just about to jump in the shower, and she said, it's all right, dear, I've run you a bath. So I thought, that's very nice of you. So I went and jumped in the bath. Anyway, a pair of knickers landed on, come flying through the landed on the floor, and I thought, yes. Then the bra followed it. I thought, yes. She walked in with a handful of washing and some soap flakes, dropped on top of me and said, wash that, you bastard. Yeah. Sorry, I do apologise for my hair being a bit of a mess. I did go to the hairdressers, but she put the cape round and I got sat down. And it was a bit smelly in there, you know, it's warm and smelly, isn't it? Anyway, I started to drift off. Next thing I know, it's gone deadly quiet. You can hear a pin drop. And I looked in the mirror and they're all looking at me. I'm thinking, what's wrong? Well, it's my hand. It's underneath the gown, it's going up and down, it looks like I'm wanking. Well, the only way I can stop it is to put the other hand on top. That's when I realised I was wanking. Well, with Parkinson's, they don't come round very often, so fuck it, I'm going to finish off. Needless to say, I didn't get my haircut. When I got here tonight, he took me through to the kitchen. I said, am I getting fed before we start? He said, no, this is where we keep all the vegetables. I thought that was tight as well. Bastards. It was... Oh, no, I won't point. Yeah. But me and the wife have been having a few problems, so we decided to have date night. Well, the idea is we go out and have pizzas or come to a comedy night or do what the young people do, like you. Anyway, if we get back and we've had a good night, a bit of fumbling in the car, then maybe into the house, a bit more fumbling in front of the telly, then upstairs for full-blown sex if everything goes well. But the best part is, if it goes well for the first 6 months, I get to go. All right. Right, I'll tell you what, maybe you young people can help me out with this one. When you meet somebody for the first time, do you ever fist them? No? Are you not into fisting? Because I've got a problem, you see. When I'm fisting someone, I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to keep my thumb in or let it out. And then when you pull back and wiggle your fingers, if it goes wrong, are you allowed to put it back in?
Nice one, Ian. You all right? Sound. Sweet. I told you that music sounds weird sometimes. Right. It's break time now. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Give it up for all the acts in our section!
Please welcome by your compare Mr. Danny McLaughlin.
Hello, we bike. How is everyone? So weird, we're all queued up. All good? Yeah. Nikita, you good? Keenan, you good? Katie? I can't believe you put a card up there when Ian was on. Poor Ian, and you were like, nah, fuck this guy, man. You straight up, as soon as you seen him, you were like, nah, fuck this. So ableist. You working tomorrow, Katie? Back to work, first one back. I'm sure when I was a kid in the 80s/90s, Easter holidays was like a week before Easter and a week after, and now it's like, it's Easter yesterday and now it's fucking get back to work quick. Shit, that. Struggling. Why have you took your little coat off, mate? Oh, I was feeling that. Little Lucy and Yak as well. Fucking Brighton's finest, you. What are we doing after this, me and you? What's your name? Adam. What are we doing after this? Oh, we're not on it. We could get... Are you working tomorrow? What'd you do? A data consult? Oh, have a day off, man. You can swerve that. We can go out tonight. We go strippers later. Mate, I fucking love the strippers, me. I love being in the strippers. I don't like lap dances. It's horrible. But I like the vibe of the strippers, and I don't like the good ones where there's like neon lights and that. I like it when it's just like someone's painted their shed purple. That's my flex. I fucking love the smoky vibe. I like feeling like I'm in Grand Theft Auto 4. I just get Nico Bellic vibes. The girls come up to you like, oh, do you want to dance? You're like, fuck off, Mercedes. I'm waiting for a text off Roman. We're going bowling. Straight after this. I'll tell you this, right? I've had 2 lap dances in my life, right? Dans la vie. Yeah? Sweet. What's sweet? What? What's sweet? Comment dit-on sweet en français? Sucré. Merci. So, I've had 2 lap dances, dans la vie, and they were both fucking horrible for different reasons, right? I'm out of the lap dance game now. I'll never have another one as long as I vie. And the first one, she was quite young, not too young, not dead young, but young. She was like in her 20s, mid to late 20s. Like I said, I'm in my late 30s. So it was like, and she cared too much about the game. She loved the game. She loved the job. It was very intense. I don't really, this is crude, so soz, but I didn't do it. She did. So don't judge me about it. But I don't know, she touched herself and tried to put her fingers in my mouth, right? I'm not having that ever. Like, I don't even put your normal stripper fake tan biscuit fingers in my mouth. Never mind your stripper pussy fingers in my... I don't want that in my mouth. You should have seen me, mate. It was like when you try and give a 3-year-old broccoli. I was like... She tried to do the aeroplane, dip it in yogurt. She tried to get it in. I wasn't having none of that shit, yeah? So after that, the set, I was like, nah, can't have the young ones again. So I thought I'd get a vet. I thought, you know, one who's played a few games, like a pro, an old pro, she'd be on it. Her heart wasn't in it, man. It was so weird. It was like a testimonial lap dance. It was like a pre-season friendly. It's like she was just passing it around the box. Like, not that, grow up. But, like, she definitely didn't... Do you know what her stripper name was? Sue. That's not good, that. That's not right, that, is it? Put a bit of thought in, fucking hell. Like, at least if you're not going like Mercedes and that. Fiesta, Mondeo. Something like... Fucking Sue. I didn't feel good. I've never said this about a strip club trip before, but I felt melancholy. You shouldn't feel melancholic after the strip club, right? I went back to my table and I was like, my mates were like, how'd you feel? I was like, mate, I'll be honest, I feel like I've just watched the first 10 minutes of Up. Like, I was so sad. Like, there better be some talking dogs coming along in a minute to cheer me the fuck up. If you've not had a lap dance, like if you're here with your wife or your girlfriend and you haven't had one, definitely not. I'll tell you exactly what it's like so you don't have to go, right? It's essentially exactly the same. Having a lap dance is exactly the same as when you take your car into the hand car wash and you sit in it while they wash it. That's it. It's essentially just like... Let's give it a wipe. So me and you had them on it. I'm in love with the strippers. Who's your favourite there, Adam, out of all this crew? Is that your girlfriend? Oh, you fucking prick. Didn't like you anyway. I'm joking. So how long you been together, Adam? Why are you looking at her? Look at me. What? Oh, I thought you said 12 years then. I was like, whoa, that's weird. Got together when you were 9. Met at Laser Quest. 2 years. So you're not a teacher? No. How did you meet? Oh, right. Is that the flex, is it? Is that what people do now? Where did you two meet? Tinder. Love that shit. No, right, the thing is that, Bob, right, you're being all coy about it. It's well more normal now. When I started this job years ago, in like 08, I think it was 07 actually. Fucking, I'm such a letdown. People would go, when they say, oh, where'd you meet? They'd be like, like that, and like dead ashamed. But it's well more normal than meeting. Like the old way is weird. If I was like, where did you meet? And you were like, oh, he shouted in my ear, pissed while Wonderwall was on. I was like, get away from me, you slobbering freak. What was his bio? Good bio. Good bio game. Let's get married. Oh, you said that. And you're... Man. Are you going to get married? I was like, okay. Did you use that to all the boys or just him? Or is that was that your go-to line? Just him. What says husband there? He had a picture with a cat. Like an animal. What, like a fish? No, if he had like a fish, you ain't marrying that. Nah. You're not into that, no. What if it was a catfish? What if he was a catfish? Oh, do the science on it. What's your name again? Tegan. Te-e or te-e-e? Or te-e-a? Just te-e. G-A-N. Sweet. What do you do? What are you studying? Why are you talking like that? How long have you been together? Are you together? How long? Do you trust him? Why's your phone face down? I'm only joking. Everyone's phone's face down. It's the norm. Because the glare and it's off-putting, isn't it? I get it. No, that is literally why it is. That's why everyone's face... Like, you like... It's not because you're going to get a sneaky dick pic at Beat the Frog. Just waiting like... Oh, that would have been the perfect time for someone to just be going to the toilet normally. And I'd have been like... but it doesn't matter. Maybe in a parallel universe that happened and it was funny. Sweet. Oh, you cross your legs as well? You're looking good today, man. Is that a fleece? Fleecing it up? You're too young for a fleece. You can't do fleece till you're in your 30s. And then you do fleece by accident and you're like, whoa. Actually, I like this shit. You got fleece as well? Did you buy them together? But he found this in his house. Why are you grassing him up like that? Like, this tramp doesn't even know where this fleece is from. Found it in his house, out the cat bed. And that's why I want to marry him, because he picked up the cat and took a picture with it. Sweet. Well, you seem lovely, the pair of you. Very happy together and very intellectually sane. Like, I think you're going to be together forever. I think you should marry her. I think you should ask her right now. No, don't. That's fucking weird. Have you got matching hair? Trash couple goals. What happened? Are you just frugal and you're like, look, there's some dye left. You may as well. I love that shit. Were you at Wembley? Are you Crystal Palace fans or something? What? Is it the same colour? Like, literally... Almost. Oh, so is it not? Is it out the same... Did you get it done professionally? You did it together?
Yeah.
So why isn't it the same? Did one of you like, look, I don't want to look like a prick. Leave it in an extra 2 minutes. You better leave that in an extra 2 minutes, because if we go out with exactly the same shade, dare say we're going to look stupid. Look, what did you just say then? No, don't lie. Don't lie. Comment it on, don't lie en français. Ne mens pas. Ne mens pas. Ne mens pas. Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't know what that is, but that's cool. It sounded cool. I just nod. I don't want to offend anyone. Whose idea was it? And you were just like, cool, why not? I fucking love that, man. There's probably like a BuzzFeed article with you in it. You know, like when... No, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know... Because it's like, that to me is totally normal, but people don't normalise shit like that. So, do you know, for example, like, when a fucking dad will have a tea party with his daughter, or like dress up as Rapunzel on World Book Day, and it's always on the internet going, oh, this is so wholesome. Look at this guy, he really loves his daughter. I've got that vibes, and I'm absolutely here for it. If you finish, though, you're going to regret that, man. Imagine if she just fucked you off now. She was like, actually, mate, I don't like you anymore. And you're like... She's like, get your stuff out of my house. It's like, I don't need my stuff, just my hat. That is all I need. One more. Oh, no, see, I fucked it. Oh, I fucked it. Doesn't matter. Right, if I do that, I get paid triple, and I get to go home now. I don't have to finish the show. So, right. Où est la liste? There. I'm so good at French, man. I'm so bon at French. Gary Kay is your first act. We've got 4 acts. Quatre acts dans every section. Yes, nailing it. So Gary Kay is first. Please make some noise for Gary Kay.
Hello, Manchester. Yeah, trying to beat the frog. It's okay if I don't know, because I figured out a consolation. I'll just find the first French person that I see and kick the fuck out of him instead. I like to tell jokes about current affairs. So currently, I'm shagging my girlfriend's sister. No, current affairs. World War III could be kicking off, which I'm a little bit concerned about, because, you know, how are we going to get our generation over there? How are we going to get millennials over in a foreign land to fight for us? I've got a couple of ideas. You paint some angel wings on the side of a bombed out building, becomes a selfie destination. You set up a craft beer tent at the army base. You tell people that the bullets that are about to shoot into other people have been ethically sourced. Now, I'm looking forward to like 40 years' time when, you know, historians looking back at World War III footage, and it's all in TikTok format. And there's like a boomerang of a guy getting his arm blown off, and then reattached, and then blown off again. No, current events. COVID, another one. I don't think COVID gets the praise it's due for the amount of old people it's killed. The roads are a lot safer. And that's just since Prince Philip died. No, I shouldn't say that, you know. My mum's old, she's in the audience. I actually just fucked that joke up, so I'm just going to move straight on. Talking about my mum, did anybody's mums give them any advice that they couldn't stick to themselves? Like, my mum used to say, Gary, don't lie. And then she told me Bruce Willis was my dad. She told me, Gary, don't play with your Willa. And then I stumbled upon her vibrator. Hypocritical, you know. And I remember stumbling across a vibrator at a young age and thinking, apart from it looking like it was invented by Dyson, you know. She always said we lived on the bread line, but she had a vibrator that looked like it was fucking invented by Elon Musk. I recognised it looked like a penis, but it had this weird sticky out attachment that I've come to realise that it's for clitoris stimulation. It's not something you want to think about. But I remember thinking, like, is this what a penis is supposed to look like? Like, where's my sticky out attachment bit? You know, did my mum's drinking while she was pregnant really have that much of an effect on me? I'm actually a recovering alcoholic. You know, as soon as I left the womb, I stopped consuming alcohol. I'm a shy weir. I don't like taking a piss in front of strangers. I just think some things should be left to the bedroom. I recently got told I had an infectious laugh. Turns out it was COVID. Do we like dark humour? Yeah? All right, get ready then. So I like my sports. I like my basketball. Got my Jordan Airs on. I was always concerned, though. I was always like thinking, why didn't, you know, Kobe come out with a brand of shoe? But then again, you know, Kobe Air doesn't quite go down as well. Or it might be the only thing that went down well. I'm on the dating apps. I recently joined this new one. It's called Groomed. One match so far. He said the name was Shamima Begum. I've got a dating profile here if you want to read it. It goes something like, just got out of a long-term relationship with a guy who terrorized me and the West. Don't come with much baggage, just a backpack that ticks. Love going to gigs, really want to see Ariana Grande next. Cards? No? Oh, I'm good then. No, another thing that's been in the news is R. Kelly got convicted of child sex offences, which I was happy about, you know, because it finally had a bit of diversity to the celebrity paedophile community. I mean, even Michael Jackson.
Gary K, everybody! With the 5 minutes, right? George Lastman is next. Please make some noise for George Lastman!
Hello, Manchester. You all right? Yeah, good. Right. No cards. Shirt was a wise choice. That's good. Decent. Right, so, the first thing I was going to say about is lockdown, right? We'll confront the elephant in the room because everyone was fucking sick of it, right? Did you all have a good lockdown or was it shite? Shite, right? Did you get surprises? Did you get, like, a dog? Anyone get a dog in lockdown? It's got to be one here. 2! Fucking hell, you're next level, that. Anything else? Anyone get hobbies or out that they started taking up fucking mountain biking, climbing rocks and shit like that, no? No? I got a kid. Fucking nightmare, honestly. She just, one day she thought, I'm not going to take this pill anymore. And there we are, right? And honestly, it is the perfect way to break someone. I heard you talk about Tinder there, right? So I used to be in the military, like, quite a while ago. 8 years ago, something like that. I don't know why I checked my watch and that fucking fancy, but it was a while ago, right? So 8 years ago, I was in the military, so my Tinder profile had been, like, young, military, in shape, ready to start fucking firing some blanks in, do you know what I mean? But now, like, if my missus left me, right, she knows she's fucked me completely. Because I'd be, like, single dad, and I owe half of everything out to her, right? Because I'm, like, proper locked in now. I can't go anywhere with it. And the problem what's happened since I've had this baby, right, is we used to fly. Let me describe how having a child affects your finances, right? We used to fly business class to Bali, right? And now we fly Ryanair to fucking Benidorm. That's exactly what happens when you have a kid. And honestly, right, the only way that I ever turn left now when I go into a plane, because in case, has anyone flown business class? Not one. You have, right? So, for the rest of you that are like me, right, when you turn in business class, you turn to the left, right? The only chance I turn to the left now is when I go on the back steps, do you know what I mean? So, like, I walk on, I feel like I'm achieving success by going on there, right? The thing is now, when you've got a baby, everything happens so quick, right? Like, you can't share a bath together, right? Because is anybody in a relationship? Because I know no one's got a baby, like, on the same level as me, but is anyone you're in a relationship, yeah? 2.5 years. Have you ever got in a bath after her? Or with her? Does anyone know where this is going to go, right? How fucking hot do women have baths? By the way, honestly, right? Like, you jump in there, and they've always done the shave, do you know, like the full shave, where they're, like, silky smooth all the way, like, across, like, every level. And when you lie down in the bath, you've got, like, that rim that goes around, right, where all the hair was. Do you know what I mean? You know exactly what I mean, don't you? And you lie down the back, you get stubble rash right up your back where she's been fucking shaving all the Fangita hair, you know what I mean? It's disgusting. I got left in front, left to look after my kid once, right? And this is God's honest truth. I've saved it on my phone to show you. So I was left with him for like 5 minutes. This is the video of him. This was his first words that came out of his mouth.
Franco, do not say that.
Can you hear that or not?
No, that's very naughty. Franco, stop laughing at me. Stop saying it.
Fucking hell, Daddy. No one's social workers near, are there? No. Honestly, right? So the next thing that happens when you have a kid, right, is you get rid of it. Oh, card's going up. Oh, do you know what? It's all right, we'll deal with that. Oh, there's 2 up. Holy shit. Where's the chef? I like sandwiches. Don't worry about that. There he is. Hey, listen, all this hot food's fucking overrated, mate. It's sandwiches all the way. You know what I mean? Entrees, you know what I mean? I'm all about the entrees. Yeah, as I was going to say, right, I'm not massively distracted. There's 2 cards up now, right? But when I went and done that gag about Ryanair in London, right, this gadget at the back, little blazer around his top, little jump around, he was like, yo, who the fuck's Ryan, yo? Ryanair. Yo, I've never heard of Ryan, no. And he had this jumper, right? They wear jumpers round the necks, you know, to keep warm. See, the only time that we ever wear jumpers round our waist, right, is if we're going to use it for fucking goalposts on a night out. Do you know what I mean? There's no other logical reason to fucking put a jumper around your neck. Look at her, she feels dead guilty now, right? Because every time there's been a card up, I've been watching her. Yeah. That's it. That was 3 cards, mate, I think.
Sorry, I missed that because someone messaged me and it said business class but can't afford his own bathwater. Right, how long was that, Cole?
3 minutes 55.
Sweet, good effort there from George Lastman. Right, we got what, 2 more acts? Jade Kelly is next. Make some noise for Jade Kelly!
Hello! Oh, it's so nice to be here, and I'm actually just so glad that I managed to walk up those stairs without falling on my arse, because I get dead embarrassed, like when I do normal everyday things, when people are watching me, like walking, especially when I'm at a gig and I need to like walk through the fucking audience and everyone's got their eyes on me and I'm dead scared that I'm going to do like a silly walk, or like, do you know that walk that you do when a car's like stopped and you're going to cross the road and the car goes like, and you're like that to the car, and then the car's like, eventually you're like that, all right, I'm going, and you go like, kind of like, thanks. By that reaction, I'm going to guess that not many people of you get that, so I'll just change the subject. I had thrush recently. Toby. I had thrush recently. And you're looking a bit uncomfortable there, Toby, but just so you know, don't look away. You are in no way as uncomfortable or as itchy or as red or as stinging or as stinking as my fanny was when I had the thrush. But what's worse than having thrush is actually having to go to the chemist to tell a stranger that you've got thrush. So with that in mind, give us a big cheer if you've ever had thrush. Woo! That's a nice reaction. Give us a cheer if you're a man and you've ever had thrush. Men are liars. Pathetic. Give us a big cheer if you're a man and you've never had thrush. See, there's a few in there. So, to be fair, it is a bit shameful. So, have you ever looked up alternative thrush treatments on the internet? Yeah? Give us a big cheer if you have. Oh, you're in for a treat. So one of the ones is take a natural yogurt and massage it into the area, which is quite nice actually. Another one is take coconut oil and massage that into the area, which is even more pleasant. Some may say a little too pleasant. And another one is take apple cider vinegar. Oh yes, apple cider vinegar, and put it on your fanny. And at that time I didn't have any coconut oil and I didn't have any natural yogurt, so I put it on my fanny, and it was, as you would imagine, excruciating. And the last and final one, which is pretty weird I would say, is take a clove of garlic. And what do you think you do with the clove of garlic? Well, he says, rub it on your fanny. You're close. It's put it up your fanny. But then I wonder, well, what good would that do apart from make your fanny stink and also maybe like fend off vampires from sucking your vagina? And who says that would be unpleasant at the end of the day? You're in your bed, all vulnerable, all sleeping. Big fucking vampire comes up to the window. He's hot as fuck, hair's all slicked back. And because he flaps his wings, he's built like fuck, and he's like, oh!
Jade Kelly, everybody! How long was that, Colin?
3 minutes 30.
I well wanted to hear about vampires' dicks than me. Right, there's one more act in this section. It's Queen Elizabeth. Please make some noise for Queen Elizabeth!
My lords, ladies and gentle peasants, I am your monarch, Queen Elizabeth. You'll recognise one's face from your money and from your stamps. One is now 95 years old and the crown weighs heavily. Being queen is such a drag. This year is my platinum jubilee. At 70 years on the throne, it's a long time to be constipated. In that time, I've had 14 different prime ministers, and they're not all good in the sack. They've all had one thing in common, though. They're all thieves. Yeah, Maggie stole the milk, Theresa stole school dinners, and Tony stole Iraq. Boris has merely stolen the truth. Last year was another Annus Horribilis, or as Philip used to call it, his birthday treat. I do miss the old bugger. For my own birthday, he always gave me a pearl necklace. Don't worry, I'm only going to talk about Philip in passing, literally. We were married for 73 years, so I'm often asked, what is the secret of a long and happy marriage? It is to laugh at each other, to sleep in separate palaces, and never to go to bed on an argument. No, we get the servants to duel it out. We've got 4 children, Charles, Andrew, Anne, and the other one. And now that we've retired Andrew, we'll have to remember the other one's name. I do wish he hadn't done that interview. Couldn't he have just...
What are you doing, Colin?
Nothing. Don't mind me.
How long was that?
1 minute 55.
It took longer to get the gloves on. Queen Elizabeth, everybody, give it up for Queen Elizabeth! And everyone in that section, and now it's break time. I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Please welcome by your compare Mr. Danny McLaughlin.
Yes, hello. There's a smattering of applause. How are we doing? We all right? Have we lost some people? Where's Keenan? What are you doing, man? Sit down, bro. Can't carry on without you. You can't leave the card as well. What if it had got jacked? Someone snuck it out. Where have you been?
So I went for a smoke.
A little smoke?
Yeah, a little vape.
What were you smoke? A little vape? What flavour?
A little elf bar.
What? What is it?
Cola.
Cola? Oh, I've not, like, I said that then like I was from the 1830s. Cola, you say? But I've never heard anyone vape that. Normally it's like fruit-based things, watermelon and that.
Yeah, got grape.
You got grape? Sweet. Good chat. What's your favourite all time?
Favourite flavour?
Yeah?
Watermelon.
All right, good. Sweet. Cool. This sounds like I've made it up, but I haven't. But one guy once, he had a date vape, and he said it like that, and it just sounded so bad. Nice shirt, that. I'm into it. Like, you've proper gone on it. Like, it's Monday, and there's like, look at the contrast. He's working in B&Q, you're buying decking. What's your name? Matthew. Where you from? Oh, yeah. I've been there. North Manchester?
East Manchester.
Oh, is it? I thought it was north. Northeast. Give us that, northeast. Is it still in Cheshire? Since 1974?
Yeah.
When they moved the borders? Is it like Denton and that? Am I totally in the wrong place?
That's the right.
Right. I thought so. What do you do, Matthew?
I'm a photojournalist.
Oh, sweet. Who for? Freelance or?
Nationals.
Oh, everyone. So freelancer, or do you sell your shit? Yeah, you're like Peter Parker. Sweet. There's some Daily Bugle in here, mate. I've seen some people coming back and forth to the toilet all the time. Have you had anything that we'd know? Have we had anything that we'd know? Have you seen anything yours that I'd know? Imagine if you were like, you said something dead famous, and I was like, oh, you were like, yeah, Paris, August '97.
Freddie Flintoff with
Oh.
2-metre tall bins at Chester Services.
Oh, really? Do you know what, right? But do you know what's annoying, Matthew, is that Chester Services isn't even in fucking Chester, it's in Helsby, and I'm absolutely fuming about that, Matthew. Chester Zoo, though, that's in Chester. Have you been Chester Zoo?
Long time ago.
Did anyone see the monkey smashing the seagull's head in? Did you see it? It was good, though, wasn't it? If you don't know it, the monkey just gripped the seagull out of the air and just smashed its head in on a pole. And it sounds horrific, but no one give a shit because it was a seagull. Like, if that was any other bird, if that was like a falcon or a tern, people would be like, oh, monkey, let the bird go, innit? But because it was a seagull, everyone was like, fucking Nick Chips again, dickhead. Don't think so, bro. Swooper pasty now, I dare you. We got 4 acts left dans la section 4 acts. What's acts? Comment dit-on acts en français? Don't do that to you. You're a teacher. You can't say that. You don't teach acts. What if someone's like, dans l'école, I study drama, and I like to do different acts? What would you say? You'd be fucked. You'd be like, oh, don't do that to me. And you'd be like, miss, I'm year 8. You're teaching me. I've got SATs next year. You don't give a shit about Ofsted. What is your school's Ofsted? You don't have Ofsted? You got closed down? I'm not surprised you don't know what axe is en français. You'll end up au chômage. Yeah? Does anyone know what that is? Cheese? No. That's au fromage. Is it unemployed? Is it on the dole, or what is it? No, écoutez. Au chômage, what's that mean? Unemployed, yeah, not cheese. Although if you are cheese, you're sort of unemployed, isn't it? You haven't got a job. Your job is to sit in the cheese shop and be eaten. It's a terrible job. Unless, yeah, you could have another job if you were cheese, and that would be to be a cow and to laugh. That's it. Someone said wow then, and I'm taking it. I'm not taking that in the ironic way it was said. I'm taking it like it was incredulous that my comedy powers are so good. Wow! Yeah. Right! We've got 4 acts in this section. Your first act is Cecelia Lamini. Please make some noise for Cecelia Lamini!
All right. That's definitely not how we pronounce my name. But that's as best a pronunciation as you can get in Manchester. But so my full name is actually Cecelia Lamini. Relax, I'm not going to ask you to pronounce it. I'm actually from Southern Africa. I'm from a small country in Southern Africa called Swaziland. But I usually like to emphasize on Southern Africa because I'm very proud of my heritage. You know, I'm very proud of all of those countries involved. I don't know if you guys follow the news, but not too long ago, we released a world-class COVID-19 variant. World-class. I'm very, very proud. You know, the variant was so good, even the Queen couldn't resist. Do you know how good a disease you have to be to reach royalty? But yeah, man, we like to do this thing generally in Africa, man, whenever we feel like people have forgotten about us, whenever we feel like the world has forgotten that we exist in the map, we like to remind you guys, you know, by releasing diseases. If you know a bit about history, you remember that we started off with AIDS, followed up with Ebola, and now Omicron. We just keep it going, man. We're like the DJ Khaled of diseases. Just like another one. You know, whenever you say these things, even some of my friends are like, oh, Lelo, I'm not comfortable. I'm not at ease with the way you're saying these things. I'm like, yeah, man, relax. We're all gonna die soon. And also, I am aware that regardless of how people choose to portray themselves, you know, we all have our own weaknesses. For example, let's just say in Africa, I said we have AIDS, you know, in China gave us COVID, actually. In fact, China did give us the original version of COVID. A couple of years ago, I would never have thought that I'd say China and original in the same sentence. But here we are. I guess we learned something. But anyways, let me go back to my list. I wanted to say, you know, Africa, you know, AIDS, you know, China, COVID, and then of course there's you guys. You have mental health issues. No wonder you drink this much. Literally, it's a Monday. But anyways. Speaking of mental health issues, though, Vladimir Putin. Is he on drugs or something? You know, when this entire thing started, a lot of people were scared. They were like, oh my gosh, are we on the verge of World War III? I was like, World War? To me, as an African, what is happening in Ukraine is just a regional conflict. I don't know if you guys know anything about geography, but the world is really big. And also, I don't know if you've seen World War II in color or not, but part of the reason that a lot of countries, including African countries, got involved in the First World War and the Second World War was because you guys had still colonizers. You remember that shit? White people, I'm telling you right now, you are not fooling us again. Fool me once. You weren't doing it, you are not doing it again. You know, as Africans, we're gonna pull a Swiss response to this conflict. We're just gonna chill it out and see it and see how it goes. and see how it goes. You know, God forbid, let's just say in a weird case scenario, the war comes into the UK. You know, it's NATO full on. I'm just gonna go to Africa with all the black people. Some of you like that. I guess you're looking on the bright side. All right. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that we are gonna respond the exact same way the exact same way white people and people in the West respond when there are like conflicts in, you know, Asia, Africa, and all of these countries. Because whenever there are conflicts there, you guys are just like.
It's Cecelia Lamini, everybody! I asked him how to pronounce it, and he told me that I did quite well, and then I did it, and then he came up here and cunted me off. That was funny. Ethan Halfpenny is next. Make some noise for Ethan Halfpenny!
Yes, Manchester, how are we? Great. I don't know what Morrissey's issue is with this city. I've been in it for one afternoon and I thought it was fucking brilliant. He's a miserable cunt, do you know? I'm obviously not English. I moved over from Ireland about... We got Irish in? Where are you from? Is right. God's county. I'm from the less good part of Ireland, up north, do you know, where everything's a bit rough. But I first moved over to England about 5 years ago and went to Liverpool. I went out as a student and then dropped out and just stayed there. The first time I went out in Liverpool, I went to a place called Babar. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it, so I'll explain it like this. It's kind of like the cantina scene in Star Wars. It's full of fucking creepy looking people and full of mutants. Do you know what I mean? But it was brilliant. You get to meet English girls, and the thing about that is the English accent is so much sexier than mine. Do you know what I mean? I would pay all you girls OnlyFans subscriptions to read me audiobooks of Fantastic Mr. Fox. Do you know what I mean? It could be any book you want. Like, the dirty talk is next level. Do you know what I mean? You get with an English girl and she's giving you dirty talk. It does things to me. See if a girl from Belfast gives you dirty talk, it's like your dick's being interrogated by anti-terror. Do you know what I mean? It's proper fucking frightening. And during the lockdowns, I did something I shouldn't have done. I took my two-door Ford Fiesta to meet a Tinder date, right? And we done the do in the back of the car. And I don't know if you've ever tried the shag in the back of a Ford Fiesta, but it's like the horniest game of Twister ever. Do you know what I mean? It's like left hand on right breast, do a bit of rubbing and that. But she turns to me in the middle of it and she goes, this is disgusting, like, but it scared the shit out of me. She goes, "Do you like it when I suck your fucking dick?" I near shit myself. I'm sitting in the car being like, "Oh, you do, yeah." "Tell me you like me sucking your fucking dick." "I like it when you suck my dick, love." But I'm a student over here. I come back to university at the ripe old age of 23, and the people in my class were all born in 2003 and 4, and I feel like a fucking fossil. They're asking me things that I don't, like, someone turned around to me and went, "Do you remember 9/11 when it happened?" No. I was fucking 2 years old. I was too busy learning how to shit in a toilet and stop eating bars of soap. I don't fucking remember 9/11, you fucking creep. Actually, it was on TV in my granny's room that day. But what I've noticed about, like, libraries and stuff, you're a student yourself, aren't you? Have you noticed how militant the library security is? My friend Ben forgot his student card, and I tried to get him in, was being a bit sneaky, you know, was like, "I'll leave it there, you tap yourself in." And suddenly this ball cunt out of nowhere just like fucking comes out. And he was like, "I fucking seen that, you wee prick. I'm fucking going to get you." He was all, "I'm ex-military." And I was like, "That's hardly fucking relevant. You're gatekeeping books." Do you know what I mean? Oh, he's been lovely. Thanks, anyway.
Even Halfpenny, everybody! How long was that, Colin?
3 minutes 10.
I was 18 years old when 9/11 was happening. Harry Chalmers Morris is your next act. Make some noise, Harry Chalmers Morris!
Hello, Manchester. Are we well? Lovely. My name's Harry. I want a tattoo, but my woman won't let me. She says, think about it, Harry. Think about what it's going to look like when you're old. I'm like, I'm going to look old. I'm going to look shit when I'm old anyway, Mum. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen a pensioner and gone, oh, is that a new Zimmer frame? Oh, those are a cracking pair of dentures, that. Oh, what's that? A whale tattoo. Oh, for fuck's sake, Edith, you've ruined it. No offence now. But no, I think people are weird, all right? My driving instructor makes me drive past the house he lost in his divorce. He always plays a song as well, like, You Haven't Seen the Last of Me by Cher. I'm like, that's not what it says in the restraining order, Neil. And he'll sing it at me, pretending I'm his next wife. I'm like, my name's Harry, not Barbara. Just shut up and put the fucking wig back on. Ugh. But no, passing that driving test is going to be harder than, like, passing a kidney stone. I'm telling you. And I'm dyspraxic. Does anyone know what dyspraxia is? Yeah. It's like where your coordination just hasn't developed. I've got the coordination of a 6-year-old. It's why I'm really scared of going to prison. Not because I'm gorgeous, just because I'll definitely drop the soap. Do you know, in my fantasy, though, I'd say to Neil, like, the song would come on. And I'd be like, oh, who sings that, Neil? And he's like, Cher. I'm like, let's keep it that way. You know what I mean? But no, I've tried new things, and new things aren't great. I went to uni. I went to uni last year, and I did drugs for the first time. Because I'm a hard bastard. Just joking, I had 2 puffs of weed, and it got so bad, I had to call my mum. I was saying goodbye. And she thought I was such a loser, and I genuinely thought I might have to go to the hospital. How shit would that have been? Do you know what I mean? Carol's had a heart attack. Brian's been in a car crash.
Harry Chavez Morris, everybody! He had an excellent selection of, like, reference names. It was like Barbara, Ethel was into it, well into it. How long was that, Colin?
2 minutes 35.
Sweet. Oh, Neil as well. And I bet it was Neil with an E-A. That's the shit, Neil. Rory M. Spencer is your final act of the evening. Please welcome to the stage, Rory Spencer!
Don't worry. I did look like this before lockdown. Not just taking the barber's been shut harder than everyone else. I know, like I've just come out of a cave going, can we go to pubs again yet? Do people still dress like this? No one ever dressed like that, mate. Fair enough. I know this is a choice I've made to look like this. Partly because it's fun to watch people play a game of Tory or Hippie in their heads. I know some of you are thinking, this guy really believes in trickle-down economics. Some of you are thinking, this guy fucking loves weed. Clarify that for you a bit. I don't actually know what trickle-down economics is. Someone did explain it to me once, but I was far too stoned at the time. I'm actually pretty left-wing. For example, I don't think you should have to pay for trains. Yeah. Mate, they're going that way anyway. Just let us on, you know what I mean? Something else you might be able to tell from my appearance is that I've been single for a long time. Thank you. A really hard time now because I spent a lot of time in lockdown being single. I have a really hard time talking to people. I have a really hard time telling when people are flirting with me. Apart from you, sir, obviously. I've noticed those eyes you're making. Don't worry about that. If you could save it to the end, I'd appreciate it. Because I have a hard time with this, I'm going to tell you a story, right? And I want your help working out whether or not it was flirting, because I've been thinking about it ever since it happened. Still don't know. I was in my local Tesco Express recently. I'm a single man, I'm 30. I'm not a big shop kind of guy, you know? Am I going to a wee shop every day, buy enough food and beer for that day kind of guy? So I'm in there a lot. There's a very attractive woman who works there. She's got this vague European accent that I like, right? I don't know where she's from. She might be French, she might be Hungarian, she might be from Huddersfield, I don't know, right? But I've never been there, but I like her accent. She was on the till this particular day, so I gave the self-checkouts a swerve for a change. I took my headphones off, I prepared for some human interaction. I was not prepared enough. While she was scanning my items, I pulled out my carrier bag. She said to me, "Your bag looks strong." Is that flirting? You think so? Because if it's not, what is it? It's certainly not normal conversation, is it? Didn't know what to say. I panicked. I went, yeah, it's quite strong. I took my stuff. I went to a different shop for a few weeks. Right. But because I didn't know what to say, what I did was I went home and I wrote some things that I could have said. Just in case anyone ever says that to me again. I'm going to run them by you now. What I need is someone to play the part of the Tesco lady. It's not a hard job. You've got one line. The vague European accent is optional. So I need a volunteer. And by volunteer, I mean Toby. Is that you, sir? Don't worry, we're not in a kebab shop. You'll be all right. All right, so you just need to say your bag looks strong. I've got 3 of these, right? So, you know what they say? Strong bag, good shag. Let's try another one. Hop in, I'll give you a lift back to mine. Right, last one. You think that's strong? Should see my scrotum. Thank you. Thanks for your help. I'm prepared now. So at this point, I'm pretty worried that I'm going to become an angry, lonely old man. Seems to be the way I'm going. It's been a fear of mine since I was at school, really. I had this teacher who was the angriest man I've ever met in my life. Sometimes I'm driving into work in the morning, he was like, "Ah, ah." I wasn't a horn, he was just screaming and banging the dashboard. No matter what he was angry about, he always said the same thing. He'd be like, "Why are you late?" Like, I was getting changed after PE. "I'll PE you!" "Where's your homework?" "I lost it." "I lost you!" He got fired, unfortunately. A friend of mine came in and said he was late because he was masturbating.
Might as well stay there. Rory Spencer, everybody! Right, we're going to get all the acts on the stage that have previously been the frog, so please welcome, loads of noise for these. Please welcome Carl Benner, Kathleen Hughes, Ian J, Gary Kay, and Cecelia Lamini, and Rory Spencer's already there. Fucking loads. Right, if you can go in the order that you beat the frog, that'll be well handy. So, yeah. So Kyle, Kathleen, Ian, you. What? Right, we're going this way. Look how loose you are. Love that shit, man. Win or lose, you already won, man. You're already a winner. Fucking mustard and that red. Looking slick. So we're going to go this way, right? Applaud for the one you want to win. Only applause. Don't be shouting and banging and stuff, because it fucking clouds it and you don't know who's won. It's just 2 people with loud voices like someone and everyone thinks they've won. So just keep it to claps for now, if that's okay. Is that all right with you, Carl? Yeah? Sweet. Because Colin's got, up there, he's got some mad equipment that gets exactly who's won. And if you cloud it with like cheers and stamps and that, you'll fuck the whole thing. So if you cheer and that, it's on you. You don't really want the real winner. Mate, it's nuts leaving now. It's like leaving before the end of Sixth Sense. It's
This is the best bit. Right. Kyle Benner! Do you reckon more people would have clapped if you'd have stood up straight? I don't know. This is what I mean. It's, who knows? Kathleen Hughes! Ian J! Gary K! And Cecelia Lamini! Oh, see that? See that though? Rory Spencer! The thing is, it's so obviously him. But like normally you're like, oh, let's make it 3 and 2 and that. But literally, like, it's just smashed it on it. So, do you want to put? Nah, let's fuck. Nah. He's won, and he can give it up for everyone else. Get that nice one. Good stuff. Fucking, you don't want to put that frog's head on, mate. You'll be adding some more diseases to your set. There's there's all sorts in there. It's horrible. Right. I've dropped me a little flick. It doesn't matter. Have you enjoyed it? Yeah. You've been dead nice. Every Monday this is on. Come down. What else are you gonna do? Do you know what I mean? You may as well. It's Mondres. Nailed it. So yeah, come down, tell your mates about it, yeah? Toby, tell your mate, let him know. And it's that good before we go. Give it up for Colin, working hard up there. You can't do it without Colin. Let's do it for Colin. All the staff working dead hard, door staff, bar staff. Give it up for everyone who took part, everyone who been in front. Your winner. And Cecelia Lamini. Is that better? No, it's not, is it? It's all right. I don't know why you're still here. That's it, it's done. I don't know why. It's not a Marvel film. There's like nothing after the credits. Keep supporting this gig. It's fucking brilliant. If you're bored of open mic comedy now, then you're like, I've seen that. I don't want to see that again. Thursday, Friday, Saturday here at the Frog. There's a full bill of professional comics. If that's more you're seeing, come and check that out. If not, keep supporting the Mondays. You make it what it is. I've been Danny McLaughlin. Look after yourselves. Take care. Bye, 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 bye.